Hello, good afternoon. My name is MD Jalaluddin. I'm going to present my final project of Data 698. My project title is Preventing Chronic Disease of South Asian Community Through Engagement with Community and Faith-Based Organization in New York City. Data collection. I collected all my data from the CISHA, which is Center for the Study of Asian American Health. It is a non-profit or research organization at NYU School of Medicine under Department of Population Health. And under CISA, I have contacted with Project Impact, which is a research project for manage and control high blood pressure for South Asian community in 15 different primary care provider clinic throughout New York City. And CSP, Community Service Planning. It is also a blood pressure and diabetes management program working with four faith-based organizations, two in Brooklyn and two in Manhattan. Data collection. For the impact data collection, the impact participants were divided into treatment and control group by randomization. So treatment participants received monthly basis 5 educational classes, educational materials, phone or in-person follow-up, exercise DVDs, tools, and so on to manage and control their high blood pressure. Educational classes and phone or in-person follow-up were conducted by experienced community health workers. But control participants didn't receive any of the following. The intervention were as follows. In round 1, 8 primary care providers. There were 8 primary care, and in round 2, there were 7 primary care providers. In treatment, there were total 86 participants in round 1 and 73 participants in round 2. Control, there were total 81 participants in round 1 and 64 participants in round 2. And baseline and endpoint survey. So both treatment and control participants completed baseline survey, which is the beginning of the intervention, and 6 months survey, which is the end of the intervention. I like to mention here that the reason is treatment and control is since treatment received all the care from the CSW and control didn't receive any of the care from the CSW. So it will be a good research to see that like did treatment participant improve any improvement for their BMI, health, or other issues. And it will be a great achievement for the CSW also. So for the data collection of the CSP, so for the data collection for the CSP, CSP provided 3 monthly blood pressure screening and hypertension reduction and management studies to the mosque congregants. Every Friday prayer, approximately 3,000 people come to the pray to the 4 different mosques. The data collection from CSP was as follows. So community health worker trained 24 volunteers from these 4 mosques. These 24 volunteers conduct those screens. Close to 400 mosque congregants receive blood pressure screening, and from all 4 mosques, a total of 207 baseline survey were collected. So data cleaning and organization. So data cleaning, it was a long process for me. So for this process, I used SQL and then SQL Server for my data cleaning purpose. So I created all the data were saved in REDCap. So I have to create a report in the REDCap to transport the data from the SQL Server 2012. So I created after exporting the data from REDCap to SQL. I created two instances, data 698 and data 698 R2 under SQL Server. Then I cleaned the data, created table based on my research needs, and finally exported those clean data into Excel files. And then I use RStudio to research those final data. I have attached all the important Excel tables, SQL coding, R coding, and RStudio files attached with the final paper, and also in the GitHub. I provided the link in the GitHub. So if you want to look at all the data and the coding, you are welcome to go ahead. So I will quickly mention the result of my research. So as here you can see the analysis of BMI comparison between control and treatment participants of round 1 and round 2. So in round 1, average BMI control participant increased from baseline to treatment 28.13 to 28.556, but in control, the average BMI of treatment participant decreases from 28.122 to 28.062. which is a great sign. And similarly, same thing happened in round 2 also. The average BMI of control participant increased basement to treatment from 27.8 to 27.99, but the average BMI of treatment participant decreases from basement to participant from 28 basement to control to 20 basement to treatment. Control to treatment is 28.104 to 27.428. Great achievement. So next one, analysis on blood pressure comparison between control and treatment participants of round 1. So in round 1, you can see the average blood pressure, diastolic blood pressure increase for control but decrease for treatment. And average systolic blood pressure for control is decreased little bit, but the decrease in treatment, but little bit more than the control, which is also a great sign. The next one is the analysis of blood pressure comparison between control and treatment participants of round 2. Here you can see diastolic of control participants, diastolic blood pressure of control decreases, and diastolic also decreases, but the rate is little higher than control. Here also decreases for both control and treatment, but the treatment is little higher than control, much higher. 10 here is 10, and here is like 6 point something, so much higher than this. Is a great sign for treatment participants. So next one, the so this is the result for CSP. So mean systolic blood pressure decreases from 128.8 at baseline to 122.2 at 12 months. Mean systolic blood pressure also decreased from 79.0 at baseline to 77.3. Great sign. And BP control was 72 at baseline and 80% at 12 months, which is also great. And health related self efficacy, there are some surveys answered, which is also a great sign. You can see the mean score increased from 3.46 to 3.74, and p-value is 0.00. It's a great sign, statistical. Conclusion. So the analysis suggests that culturally tailored education classes, education materials, one-on-one phone follow-up, and in-person visit helps hypertensive patients lower their BMI, high blood pressure, maintain healthy food and physical exercise regularly. And in the long run, culturally and linguistically tailored clinic-based research help participants to lower the cardiovascular disease CVD risk reductions. Here the sources of my all the data on all the research paper in the GitHub. I have saved everything, so if you wanna look for it, you can go and check. This is all my presentation. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.